So good day, everyone. We are the Group 7, and for today, we are assigned to discuss one of the indigenous ethno-linguistic group of Palawan, which is the Cuyunon. So I'm Andrei Conejos, and I'm assigned to discuss the first part of our presentation, which is the historical and geographical characteristics of Cuyunon. So Cuyunon refers to an ethnic group that dwells in the municipality of Cuyo, northern and central Palawan. The Cuyunons are originally from the Cuyo and the surrounding Cuyo Islands that are found in Sulu Sea in the northern portion of Palawan. So this group of indigents considered as an elite class among the hierarchy of the natives who live in Palawan. So during the Spanish colonization po in the Philippines, Cuyo was one of the territories of Palawan that had the strongest Spanish presence. So bakit nga ba kinukonsider ang mga Cuyunon as an elite class among other natives in Palawan? So dahil nga during the Spanish colonization po, isa ang Cuyo sa territory ng Palawan na unang sinakop ng mga Espanyol, so they had early access to education through Spanish missionaries, which may have led to better opportunities for them. They are also known as Cuyunon, Cuyuno, Cuyunon, 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 and many others. This ethnic tribe in Palawan geography is the most dominant tribal group in the region. Composed of 240,000 people as recorded for the year 2015, although scattered all over the world, 85% of them permanently resides in the province of Palawan. So dahil nga sa mayamang kultura ng mga Cuyunon that reflects a blend of indigenous traditions and Spanish influences po, considered din as the most dominant tribal group in the region ang mga Cuyunon. They originated genetically and linguistically from Panay Island in the central Philippines since 1250 AD, but they have the Malayan roots from the Banjarmasin and Borneo Island 1,000 years ago. So, the Cuyunon language po is classified as a Visayan language, which is part of the Austronesian language family. So, this language family po is one of the world's largest and spans across Southeast Asia and the Pacific. So, ang mga Cuyunon po are divided into 4 subgroups, which distinguish one Cuyunon from the other. So, number 1, Paraguanon, the Cuyuno people who settle mostly in the mainland Palawan or Paragua. Next, Puruanon, the Cuyuno people who settle mostly in the islands and islets of Palawan. Next, Mestizo, the Cuyuno who usually are half Chinese or Spanish. And lastly, Lacto, the Cuyuno who did not accept Catholicism and lived as animists.
So good day everyone. Good day ma'am. I'm Erlyn Occena and it's time to discuss about specific areas in Palawan where Cuyunon people can be found. So while Cuyunon people are most concentrated in municipality of Cuyo in Palawan, there are other municipalities in the province of Palawan where you may find Cuyunon communities, particularly on some of the nearby islands and islets within the Cuyo archipelago. These municipalities include Agutaya, Magsaysay, Cagayancillo, and Calamianes, groups of islands, the Coron, Busuanga, and Colon. So sinasabi na ang mainland o tirahan ng mga Cuyunon people ay sa lugar ng Cuyo, kaya din Cuyunon ang mga taong tawag dito dahil sila ay naninirahan sa lugar ng Cuyo. At naiimpluwensyahan din ang mga kalapit lugar nito o mga isla gaya na lamang ng Agutaya, Magsaysay, Cagayancillo, Calamianes, and the group of island of Coron, Busuanga, and Colon. So there are also some smaller communities in northern Palawan where Cuyunon can be found, such as in municipality of Rojas, Domaran, Araceli, and Taytay. Please note that while these areas have significant populations of Cuyunon speakers, it does not mean that other municipalities in Palawan do not have speakers of the language. Cuyunon remain as one of the major languages spoken in Palawan. So, hindi lamang sa mga specific na lugar na nabanggit ko, makikita o matatagpuan ng Cuyunon people dahil malaya din silang pumunta o manirahan sa mga lugar na gusto nila o kung saan sila komportable at mabubuhay. Ngunit kadalasan lang na mas natatagpuan ang mga Cuyunon people sa hilagang parte ng Palawan, kung ipagkakumpara ito sa parte ng timog ng Palawan. So, hindi nangangahulugan na sa mga areas of municipality na nabanggit ko, matatagpuan na nabanggit ko matatagpuan ng mga Cuyunon ay hindi na ito nagagamit sa ibang lugar o municipality. Dahil sa maraming lengguwahe na ginagamit ang mga taga-Palawan ay Cuyunon pa rin ang remains as one of the major language spoken in Palawan. Yun lamang po.
Mode of subsistence of the Cuyunon people. So, hi ma'am, hi everyone. So, my name is Shyrine Cervancia. So, the assigned topic to me is the mode of subsistence. So, the mode of subsistence of the Cuyunon people are. So, the mode of subsistence of the Cuyunon people is characterized by a combination of agriculture, fishing, coconut farming, and traditional gathering. So, agriculture, ito po yung pagsasaka. So, nagtatanim din sila ng mga gulay and sa Palawan, sa parting norte, sa Rojas, nagkakaingin din sila and fishing. So, since ang Cuyo ay island, so fishing is one of their fishing is an important economic activity which provides foods from the sea and thereby creates employment not only for whoever or the fishermen, may mga babae or lalaki ring nagfi-fishing. So mga taga-Cuyo, so gumagamit sila ng kawil or lambat. Meron din silang tinatawag na sa Cuyunon ay labnet. Ito yung ugat ng kahoy. So, parang nahihirap ba isa kapag ginamit nila yun. So, coconut farming. So, kokopras din sila. Nagtitila, nagbubulot ng nyog, and traditional gathering. So, these key subsistence activities provide them with the means to meet their basic food and economic needs. So, fishing, in particular, is a major part of their way of life due to their coastal locations. Gaya po na sinabi ko, ang Cuyo ay isla. While agriculture and coconut farming also play significant roles, traditional foraging complement their subsistence strategies, ensuring sustainability and a strong connection to their cultural and environmental heritage.
Hello everyone, my name is Caila Daquer and here to report the cultural practices of Cuyunon. The Cuyunon people have a rich cultural heritage that encompasses various practices related to their lifestyle, costumes, and beliefs. Some cultural practices that are characteristics of Cuyunon people are the traditional Cuyunon clothing, reflects their cultural heritage. Women often wear the patadyang, a traditional wraparound skirt. It is usually made from woven fabric with intricate design. It is not only practical but also a symbol of femininity and tradition. It allows for ease of movement and are well suited to the warm and humid climate of Cuyo Island. While men wear the camisa di chino, a traditional wear shirt with a distinctive daring collar. This shirt reflects the historical influence of Chinese culture in the Philippines and has become a symbol of Filipino identity. And salakot, a traditional wide-brim hat made from materials like bamboo or natapang, provides protection from the sun and rain. The design of a salakot varies across different regions of the Philippines. These clothing items are not only practical for the local climate, but also carry cultural and historical significance, showcasing the portion of Filipino and Chinese influence in the Cuyunon culture. Religion. The majority of Cuyunon people practices Roman Catholicism, which was introduced during Spanish colonization. Religious practices such as attending masses and celebrating the religious festival are integral to their way of life. Also, some Cuyunon practices Christian, Protestant, and animist. Overall, the religious landscape among the Cuyunon is diverse, reflecting the historical and cultural influence on their belief system. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of their culture over time. Next.
So good afternoon. I'm Jaider Billones. Traditional and festivals. Feasts are important in the culture of the Cuyunons. They reveal many things, but the main celebrations are weddings, birthdays, and baptism. These celebrations are important to them because it is way of remembering, preserving, and appreciating that Cuyunons have contributed in Palawan and to showcase their culture and tradition. So these are some festivals in their in Cuyo. Ati-Ati Festival honoring of Saint Augustine held every August. It is an all-male in assemble of drummers and tipano or flutes, which includes a clown. They paint their faces and wear headdresses woven from chicken feathers. They parade the image of Saint Augustine around the island and dance in front of it through a suggestive and warlike instance like being barbarians and savages who are aiming to fight and challenge. Then after, when the image of Saint Augustine enters the church after the procession, they form two rows and on a humble position and ask for forgiveness.
Other celebrations are Komedya, Tamburas, Sinulog, and Sayaw. Komedya is a musical and verse parody where participants are dressed in colorful costumes, performing about the never-ending conflict between Christians and Muslims. Tamburas happens every December, where they serenade houses for a fee with native songs on the nativity. So, parang pamamasko or pangangaroling. Sinulog, similar to ati-ati, where they dressed half naked with face, paints, and headdresses while dancing and reciting verses. Sayaw contrasts to sinulog, where the movements are more graceful and the music is touching and exotic. They also sing and recite versos, a book or manuscript. Last is music and dance. They love dancing and use musical instruments like batungtong, palakupan, langtoy, and sumbing. Yun lang.
So, traditional architecture. So, traditional Cuyunon houses are made from bamboo or gawayan and nipa palm thatch or yung pawid. Meron kasing dalawang uri ng pawid. Merong nipa tsaka dahon ng nyog. But kadalasan sa mga nakikita ko, dahon ng nyog talaga yung ginagamit nila. So, constructed on stilts near the shore. These architectural styles have been influenced by their coastal environment and the historical practices. So, yung mga bahay nila is parang bahay kubo kasi gawa ito sa kawayan tsaka dahon ng pawid like what I have mentioned. So, ito yung bahay nila kasi ito yung makikita sa environment. As you can see, yung kuyo ay isla. So, meron dun kawayan or dahon lang ng nyog or bakawan. So, yun yung ginagamit nila para gumawa ng bahay. Kinship and community. So, Cuyunon society places a strong emphasis on kinship and community ties. Family gatherings and community events are essential aspect of their social life. So, as you can see, yung mga Cuyunon, like na-mention ni Jaider, importante sa kanila yung fiesta or festival. So, kapag may mga ganong events, so talagang nakikisali sila. And pag pumunta naman kayo sa mga bahay nila, mag-offer talaga sila ng kape or kung ano mang meron sila. So all members of the tribe are to strive for economic efficiency for their own self and families. So different values like cooperation and responsibility are also practiced, as well as the politeness or use of polite language that should be always observed. So with the use of honorifics and mannerly actions and speech to observe etiquette. So yung mga Cuyunon, they are known sa pagiging friendly or palakaibigan. Magagalang din sila kasi pag pumunta ka sa mga bahay nila, makikita mo yung pag pasok mo pa lang magmamano or kapag aalis magmamano ulit. They are known as well as palakaibigan and magalang.
Hello everyone, my name is Rhakeem and I will be discussing the challenges faced and currently being faced by Cuyunon people. So the Cuyunon people, like many other indigenous and culturally distinct communities, face a variety of challenges. Here are some of the challenges that Cuyunon people have faced and are continuing to face. So one of the first challenges is economic development. Economic development on the Cuyo Island has been limited, leading to the challenges related to job opportunities, income generation, and access to modern amenities and services. So yun nga, dahil nga yung most of the Cuyunon people and the Cuyo itself is an island, medyo malayo sila sa mainland, so medyo nalilate sila sa mga economic development natin na hindi sila makaka-access ng mga modern amenities. Yung mga income generation nila is restricted doon sa anong mga meron sila and also job opportunities na rin. The next is infrastructure and transportation. Challenges related to transportation and infrastructure can impact the daily lives of the Cuyunon people. Improved transportation and connectivity to the mainland can facilitate economic development. So medyo connected yung dalawang problem na to. Isa sa mga another challenge na fini-face ng mga Cuyunon people is the transportation. Since malayo nga sila sa mainland, mahirap silang magkaroon ng mga other opportunities that would help them in an economic manner. Next. Cultural preservation. As the Philippine modernizes, there is a risk of losing traditional cultural practices and languages. Efforts to preserve and transmit the Cuyunon language and cultural heritage are ongoing but faces challenges. So, lahat naman ng what do you call this? Mga cultural practices and languages dito sa Philippines, it's at risk kasi nga masyado na tayong modernize and masyado na tayong nanineo-colonize ng mga iba pang culture na taga ibang bansa. So may risk talaga makalimutan and mawala na lang sa kasaysayan yung ating mga cultural practices tsaka languages. The next is environmental issues. The Cuyunon people's traditional way of life is closely tied to environment. The environment concerns such as climate change, overfishing, and pollution can impact their livelihoods and sustainability of their practices. So yun nga, dahil nakadepende yung mga Cuyunon people sa agriculture and especially sa fishing, pag nagkakaroon ng mga environmental issues, naapektuhan sila yung especially like pollution, nakaka-affect yun sa kanila since mas less yung nakukuha nilang mga isda sa dagat, and also pag nag-overfishing, hindi nila hinahayaan na magparami muna yung mga isda, ganon, parang mas naapektuhan yung kanilang livelihoods. Next. Healthcare. Remote island communities often face challenges in accessing healthcare services. Quality healthcare facilities and services can be lacking, making it difficult to address health issues effectively. So yun nga, dahil nga island community yung mga Cuyunon, mahirap makakuha ng proper and accessible healthcare services sa kanila. Since medyo malayo sila sa mainland and yung mainland lang naman ang may not really prime pero pinaka efficient na healthcare, malayo sila, so they can't access it as quick as they want. And lastly, yung tourism impact. While tourism can bring economic benefits, it can also
have negative consequences such as cultural commodification and environmental strain. Balancing the benefits of tourism with its impact is a challenge. So although maganda yung impact ng tourism sa atin in a culture in a economic standpoint, mahirap pa rin na i-balance yung pagkakaroon ng tourism while also still having preserving the culture and also the environment. So isa yun sa yun yung mga challenges na fini-face ng mga Cuyunon people. Wala po.
So now let's discuss Pluning. So Pluning is a 2008 Filipino drama film directed by Dante and Nico Garcia. So the film is notable for its beautiful cinematography and emotional storytelling. It is set in the island of Cuyo, Palawan. So the film follows the story of a woman named Pluning, played by Judy Ann Santos, a kind and introverted young woman living in the peaceful island of Cuyo. So Pluning is known for unwavering devotion to her childhood sweetheart, Tomas, played by Cedric Amit. So Pluning also received a critical acclaim and won several awards in local film festivals. It was the official entry of the Philippines to the 2009 Academy Awards for Best Foreign Language Film. So yung Pluning po, it is praised for its portrayal of Filipino culture and the natural beauty of the Cuyo Islands. It brought attention to the unique culture and lifestyle of the Cuyunon people. It also a touching and heartwarming tale that highlights the enduring power of love and the importance of preserving cultural heritage. So now, let's have a Cuyunon challenge po. So ngayon, magbibigay po ako ng mga certain words ng mga Cuyunon, and then we'll answer it. So number 1 is tagipuson. So kung gagamitin po natin yung tagipuson in a sentence, ganito po siya. Kababata indo pa, hindi no anay pairalen indong mga tagipuson, pag-aradal ka mo maderep. So ang answer po dito is puso o damdamin. Next one, kapilay o mapilay. So kung gagamitin po natin siya in a sentence, ganito po siya. Kung kapilay masyado amang ibubat dali sa school, so ang answer po is kapagod. Next, mayad na timprano. So kung gagamitin po natin siya in a sentence, ganito po siya. Mayad na timprano manong. Ang answer po is magandang umaga. And lastly, patigayon. So kung gagamitin po natin siya sa sentence, ganito po siya. Ang karayo ka na kinang sira, patigayon ko no pabot. So ang answer is pakiusap. So that's all. Thank you for listening. Sana po may natutunan po kayo sa aming presentation.